Our leaders and our governments are colluding with international bankers and other major conglomerates. This is a fact. This has been going on not just for years, not just for decades, but for centuries. We pick up that documentation, we've been piecing it together, and we are able to really use this crystal ball and really see the truth. Let's get into one thing right now. I'm going to talk about the Wall Street and the Bolshevik Revolution and other things like this, and I'm just going to talk very briefly about it because we simply don't have the time. This is a huge subject. But American capitalists financed Russian communists. The Russian communists are part of this whole thing, this whole communism thing that murdered 262 million people last century. 262 million people murdered by communism in general, not just the Russians. And this was financed by American bankers, not just American, and also the City of London as well. And let's go into some of those things right now. I'll try and highlight this for you. The preparations for the Bolshevik Revolution itself were well known at least 6 weeks before it came out. And this is a State Department files. This is actually 100% confirmed, legitimate source. They knew 6 weeks before it was going to happen. And of course, nothing was done. Let's go on very quickly. This is Lenin saying this. Imperialism is the monopoly stage of capitalism. What's happening with our economy right now? When you have the government bailing out, giving multi-billion-dollar bailouts to companies who then instantly evaporate it, that is imperialism, according to Lenin. And I can't believe I'm agreeing with Lenin. This is undoubtedly terrible. Now, speaking of those bailouts, we could have eradicated, and of course this is not just so simple to say, but go with me with this for a second here. We could have eradicated poverty with the amount of money that they spent just bailing out one or two big banks, and instead they gave it to them and it was instantly evaporated. That's what this is, a monopoly over the entire system, and they use the financial system as the trigger, as the sort of that goon, that first line of defense there, or attack I should say. And this is the most amazing thing here. This is actually a representative here, Louis T. McFadden. The course of Russian history has indeed been greatly affected by the operations of international bankers. That's exactly what Anthony Sutton said. Okay? Let's go into what he says further, just one more line. The Soviet government has been given United States Treasury funds by the Federal Reserve Board acting through the Chase Bank. Chase Bank, that's Rockefeller. So indirectly, Rockefeller was funding the Soviet government. That's right. Rockefeller, an international banker, although he can be considered a U.S. banker, but that's really not accurate, is an international foreign banker giving money to the Soviets, funding them, funding communism, funding 262 million dead. That's what I'm talking about here. This is news you don't find elsewhere, and I have to give a little tip of my hat to the individual who gave me some of this information. Thank you for that. We're talking about how our system is used. The Federal Reserve Board, see, the Federal Reserve, they use this engine to do these evil deeds. And we are sort of implicated in this because this is our system that we've allowed. I mean, we're trying to fight it. You and I are here listening to this right now. We're trying to fight this system. And we, at the very least, need to identify it. And that's what I'm here to do. I hope that this video sheds some light on this topic here. At least from this point, we can go on and we'll get deeper and deeper into this. Of course, I will be doing other videos about this on the Insider, so I hope you're going to join me there. That's the Money GPS Insiders. Head down to the bottom, fill in your email address, and I've been doing videos. I just posted one today, so I hope you're getting on that. I hope you're interested. There's a lot of support so far. Thank you very much. Getting a lot of emails on there already. And just one more note, just to in case you didn't watch the last video, I am turning off the feature to email me every time it gets somebody comments, because there are just hundreds flowing in. I simply I don't want to miss any of the emails that are directed directly towards me. So if you want to get a hold of me, the number one best place to do so is on the Insiders. So if you join up to the Insiders, just email me. I'll reply right away. And of course, the secondary one would be my email address, david@themoneygps.com. Thank you very much for your time.